Like, you could stick anything in the microwave in The Sims 4 and it magically turns out to be the food. Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video. So today I'm here with another ideas video, and I think we need a little change of scenery. Alright, so we're in my kitchen, and you might be asking yourself why, and it's because it's very relevant to today's video. So today I'm making an ideas video about different small kitchen appliances that I think that we should have in The Sims 4, just for functionality purposes and just for fun and, you know, just to spicing up the game and the cooking skill. Cooking skill is something that hasn't been updated since the base game. Like, the base game cooking skill is exactly how it is nowadays. And for someone like me who plays with a chef like Noah, who is constantly trying to, improve their things, the gourmet cooking skill, that's kind of cool too, but like, we need a little bit more. We need some more fun things to do in the kitchen and around the kitchen and stuff like that, and different ways to build their skill. The first idea is to add easy bake ovens into the game. Now, this would kind of work like the small ovens that they had in The Sims 3. There was a little kiddie oven that they would be able to use, or was it The Sims 2? And like practice baking as a kid, because there's a lot of activities that kids can do that will relate to what they can do as they're an adult, like when they're an adult. So like, for example, the activity table that kids have, they can, practice drawing, and then they could, level up their painting skill easier as a teenager and an adult. But if they wanted to be a chef from a young age, there's no way to build that skill, because Sims kids can't really cook. So I think it would be really fun to have easy bake ovens in the game, because they would build their skill. Next, I think we should have toasters. Now, toasters are pretty much an essential to everyday life. I don't think you can make toast in the game, and if you can, like everything else in the game, you probably just stick in this good old microwave. Like, you could stick anything in the microwave in The Sims 4 and it magically turns out to be the food. But I think just having a few extra things like a toaster would be really cool, just to spicing it up and give yourself options. Maybe I don't want to put a microwave, maybe I don't want to put a coffee machine, I'll just put a toaster. Next is a blender or a juicer. Now, I don't believe we have this in the game as well, but I would think it'd be really cool, especially with the new updated gardening skill, to be able to use those things and kind of put them in a blender. Put those fruits and stuff to use and make some fruit juices. I'm really surprised that they haven't done this yet, especially because they've added a fitness pack, they've updated gardening. Having a juicer and different kinds of fruits and vegetables to kind of, spicing up or like affect the way that you work, like your emotions and your activity, I think that would be a really good idea, especially using the berries that came with Jungle Adventure. Could you imagine putting like a razzleberry, whatever the one that makes you like flirty, with like some apples, and then your sim is all flirty and healthy? Like, that would be so cool, right? Or like different kinds of juices to heal sickness and things like that. I think that'd be really cool. Next is a microwave oven, which is right there and currently cooking my lunch. I think that's a really cool idea, maybe like a substitute to an actual microwave, because as I said, you put everything in the microwave in The Sims 4. I think it'd be really cool to switch it up, as I said, and get like a microwave oven. That way, in case you didn't have room for this on your stove or like on your counter, but you wanted to have room for that, like you can do that. Also, I think that they should make microwaves that go on in the cabinets, because having a microwave like this is very popular. There's very few houses nowadays that I've been to that actually have microwaves on the counter, like just sitting on the counter. I think it is much more popular to have microwaves built into cabinets, or to build, built as a range for your stove. I think that they should add them like that. Next is a deep fryer. Now, what could you do with a deep fryer? Literally everything. French fries, so many things. It's such a shame that, we had Dine Out and we didn't get things like this, because Dine Out was so focused on building a restaurant, where I think it missed the mark is that giving us actual new kitchen stuff, because a deep fryer would have been so cool in Dine Out. It would have added so many more things for us to be able to make, even though once again, you can just make it because it's part of the little, I think it might be part of the chef table, but to have an individual deep fryer, you can make fries, burgers, chicken, like things like that, I think it'd be really cool. A waffle maker. This is so cool. Be able to make waffles and pancakes for breakfast. One of these Sims, or maybe I was just one of the Simmers, or I was just talking to my friend Kendall. We were talking about like breakfast stuff or early morning stuff. If they did a stuff pack about that, which I might make an ideas video about, I think that they should add waffle makers into the game because, and like, could you imagine just making waffles? I want a waffle maker. And last but not least is a stand mixer for cakes. Now, when we make cakes in The Sims 4, all they do is freaking stir. I never see people stir cakes. You use a stand mixer, you use a hand mixer, you don't use your hand with a wooden spoon all the time making a giant tiered cake. No. So I think it'd be really cool to just add that effect and to improve the baking skill, because the baking skill is something that I do really think should be improved, because we have that cupcake machine, the giant cupcake machine that, you know, like makes cupcakes, but it's like fake, you know, just input and it just comes out. And then you can't even bake cakes in this game. You have to cook cakes. I have tweeted the Sim Gurus about this. They tweeted me back saying that, you know, it can't do that because baking is a special feature, but like, it's not a special feature. Make it a special feature. It's just baking. It's just there. You can bake some cookies, whip-de-doo. But I think if you can make a special feature and like actually have bakeries and things like that, that would be really cool. So having a stand mixer and other like cake mixers and things like that, that would be really cool to have into the game. So I know this is kind of like a long shot or whatever, all of these things, but you know, I wouldn't have expecting them to be all come at once. I think that they should all come at their own pace in different packs, you know, whether it's related to the pack or not. Like, we could have easily gotten like any kind of kitchen appliance in Seasons. Like, it's just such a simple pack, especially if they do university. I think microwave ovens or like a blender or something, it would be really cool, because when you're in university, when you're in college, you need to, you know, make food on the go like real quick. So I think that that would be really cool to have in like a pack like that. But I don't know, this is a lot of animating to do in the game, a lot of new items, so I would definitely like see if any of these were to come in, it'd be like, you know, they would take their time on this. But yeah, I don't know, this is just my ideas. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye. Woo.